another episode of the Forsyth Mags podcast. And today I have Kristie Rhodes with the Junior League of Winston-Salem. She is the Tour of Fine Spaces chair this year. Hey, Kristie.
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. So Kristie is the Tour of Fine Spaces chair this year, and she is president-elect for the following year.
That is correct. I'm very excited to be on the board next year for Junior League of Winston-Salem and have loved being the Tour of Fine Spaces chair this year.
Awesome. So what drew you to be in the Junior League?
I moved here and did not know a soul when I moved to North Carolina. And I thought the Junior League was a great opportunity to not only get involved in the community, but also get involved in a social aspect as well and really meet new friends and develop those relationships also.
Yeah. So I'm sure most people know, but tell us a little bit about what the Junior League of Winston-Salem is and what you guys do.
Sure. The Junior League of Winston-Salem is an organization of women throughout the community, and we promote volunteerism and training, and we help the Forsyth County community. Okay. And we are really fostering health and literacy in women and families and children. Last year alone, we had 6,640 volunteer hours with our members. Our membership is made up of 564 women throughout Forsyth County and the Winston-Salem community.
That's huge.
It is huge. That's a mixture of active members and sustainers as well. So it really spans the gamut of ages, and it's really a great organization and very excited to be a part of it.
So if you are a woman, local woman listening to this, how would you go about potentially getting involved with the Junior League of Winston-Salem?
Definitely follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We always are promoting our recruitment events.
Okay.
And you can learn more about the Junior League that way. You can also visit jlws.org to learn more information about any recruitment events coming up. However, we also have really cool fundraisers throughout the year that involve the community as well. And the Tour of Fine Spaces is our largest fundraiser.
Awesome.
That is a great way to grab a friend and go tour some amazing spaces in Winston-Salem and learn more about the Junior League.
Yeah, so tell us about the Tour of Fine Spaces. I know a lot of people have probably heard about it. They may have been before, so tell us a little bit about what that fundraising event looks like.
Sure. The Tour of Fine Spaces is a showcase of homes and spaces throughout Winston-Salem and the Forsyth County community.
So homes, but what about spaces?
So we actually are featuring Callidium this year.
Oh.
So we're very excited. The Junior League, actually, for one of our anniversaries, we like to give a gift to the community. And Junior League funded the original Children's Museum in Sightworks, which is now Callidium. So very excited to showcase the new Callidium this year as part of our tour.
It's beautiful.
It is amazing. I can't wait to take my little boy there.
Yeah. So how many other homes and spaces are a part of the Tour of Fine Spaces this year?
We have 8 so far, and we are not done yet. Okay. So there's a possibility to add even more, and very excited about it because it not only showcases some amazing outdoor spaces, think pools and outdoor landscaping gardens, but also full home renovations, which I'm so excited about because as a homeowner, there's always something that I want to do to my house, and I get amazing ideas from doing the Tour of Fine Spaces.
So how does the actual event work? So you find out where all the places are.
Yes. So you buy a ticket. Tickets are $40 for the early bird special, $50 day of. So you can still go to the homes and purchase a ticket that day. Anyone who purchases a ticket receives a map of the locations. So our committee will put together a map of a recommended route. You don't have to follow it, but we know everybody loves to, let me plan my day.
Yeah.
So we'll have a recommended route to take, and then you get a wristband to show that you have purchased a ticket, and that will guide you to all of the locations.
Oh, very cool. So 8 spaces, including Callidium this year.
Correct. Yes.
And then how can you purchase a ticket for the tour of Fine
You
Spaces?
can purchase a ticket on Ticket Me Triad.
Okay.
The link to Ticket Me Triad is on our Junior League homepage under Tour of Fine Spaces, and it will take you directly there. It is also on our Instagram in the link in bio, and it will take you directly to Ticket Me Triad as well.
Very cool. So we will make sure we put those in our show notes so people can just click right on that and buy their tickets. It sounds like a fun little day trip for your girlfriends. Like, go see the houses, grab some lunch, grab some coffee, end the day with a glass of wine with all the fine spaces in between.
It is, and has been one of my favorite events that the Junior League puts on since I moved here. And it was a great way, as someone who was new to the Winston-Salem area back in 2015. It seems like forever ago now. It was really a great way to see the town. Also, and something new and exciting this year that will also have at the homes is a silent auction.
Oh, okay.
So that is just another way for us to raise funds for the Junior League. So all of the proceeds go back to the Junior League to help with our community initiatives.
Okay. And I think we forgot to mention, when is the event?
The event is April 20th.
Okay.
So it is April 20th. It's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So plenty of time to do a morning shift, an afternoon shift.
So is it required to go to all the spaces?
It is not a requirement. You can pick and choose however you would like to go.
Okay. And then the silent auction is, like, are there different items at different places?
There will be.
Okay.
So that's your incentive to
go
to each location.
Yeah.
And the list of silent auction items will be available exclusively to ticket holders as well.
Oh, okay.
Can I say that it is a testament to the city that we love when someone can move here 8 years out and be part of social leadership to be in the position where she will be the president of the upcoming year. And again, for a transplant to do that, at all is amazing. And then 2, within 8 years, that is...
It is. It's
amazing.
impressive.
Actually, 9 years
Well,
now.
thank you. Yes, very excited. I think I will have been here 10 or 11 years by the time that my president year rolls around in 2026. So it's very exciting, and I do think it just goes to show what amazing community we have here in Winston-Salem, and just the connections and that you can make and the impact you can have on your community.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So where are the homes typically? Are they all in Winston-Salem? Are they in surrounding areas?
The majority are in Winston-Salem.
Okay.
We've got a couple in Buena Vista. We have downtown locations. We also have one in Louisville. That's an amazing outdoor space.
Oh.
So very exciting about that. So it's Winston-Salem and surrounding community.
So it's very doable to drive to all the places.
Yes, very doable. And I would say you can spend as much or as little time that you would like at each location.
Yeah.
Because we will also have some light bites and drinks at each location also for tour goers.
Very cool. So I want to go back a little bit to what this is a fundraising event. So what
Correct.
the money goes to for Junior League of Winston-Salem.
The money from the Tour of Fine Spaces fundraiser goes to fund our community initiatives. One example of that is we put on health fairs at elementary schools, Title I elementary schools, for women and children and their families. And we're providing a meal for them that evening. We are also maybe bringing in a dentist or maybe bringing in some type of health-related professional.
Oh, I love
to
that.
visit those families. We also collect books for the children in Winston-Salem, and we sponsor Bookworm and partner with Bookmarks for that. And last year we collected almost 3,000 books.
Oh my goodness.
To donate.
So people, in addition to like monetary donations, they could donate books too?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And actually on the tour, we will have a stop on tour that you can donate books to Bookworm.
Oh, good to know. I love that. And then do you guys still do the backpack buddy?
We do still have the backpack program, and last year we provided 3,300 meals
Wow.
to fresh fruit and 68 students
That's amazing.
last year in 2023. So the impact that the Junior League has on the community is really, I mean, it's breathtaking. It's amazing.
The backpack program, I especially just love for some reason. I have my degrees in education. I did not have.
Oh,
I couldn't be a teacher. Couldn't do it. But it is good work. I mean, these kids that depend on their school lunches, you know, go home on the weekends and didn't have a lot of options. So that's just an amazing mission to send them home with food and snacks for the weekend. And then I know y'all do a special version of that in the summer too, I think. So
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Both of my mother and my mother-in-law were teachers. They're both retired now, but I couldn't do it.
Whew, yeah. I'm glad that some people want to, or we'd be in big trouble.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad to hear about all the good things that Junior League is doing. So that is reason enough to buy a ticket for the tour of Fine Spaces, and not to mention all of the good home decor and home project ideas that you can get. Who are some of the sponsors this year for the tour of Fine Spaces?
Some of our home sponsors are Icon and Icon Interiors, so they're a new interior design division. We have QFC and Amanda Hyatt. They've actually partnered on one full home renovation, so very excited to see that. We also have Ron Williams Builders, Mary Crutoy, and Biology Garden Design and Landscaping. So that's just a few.
Yeah.
McCulloch Tile. We've got Solid Foundation Construction.
Wow.
American Moving and Hauling, which
I
is
love
that
Amy.
women-owned company. So very excited. I know I did not list them all, but we're so thrilled to have sponsors that help support us.
Yeah, lots of local ones. How do you go about picking the spaces? How does that process work?
We reach out. So we will reach out to some of the connections that we have, whether it's at Icon. They're a huge sponsor for us. They like to come back every year, and we love seeing their homes. So we really start with past sponsors, and we know that if they're willing and they have a project for us, we know it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We also like to do word of mouth some too. There will be one site that we're featuring. Fingers crossed. We're still in the process, but it's an Airbnb.
Ooh.
So that one was word of mouth. So very cool, and just having those connections. So our committee is made up of, I believe it's 10 other women in Winston-Salem, and some of those women work in the industry, and others may just have friends. They're like, oh, my friend just did, this amazing renovation. So that's really how we go about doing it, and just knowing, there are so many cool spaces out there. It's just we need to find them.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure it's also kind of attempted to be a little evenly spread out. Like you have your downtown, you have Louisville. I'm sure there's like a West End, Buena Vista. So,
Yes.
Yeah. So you get a little taste of kind of several different neighborhoods in our area.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
I am excited too.
February 20th, I'm sure is on a Saturday, right?
April 20th. Yes.
I mean, April 20th. We're way past
We're
February
way past
20th.
February. Don't come back. I'm ready for spring.
Oh my gosh, me too.
It is a
At
Saturday.
least the time change happened.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with it right now still.
I know.
but
I keep seeing this stuff online that it's all these like extra accidents and stuff happen because of daylight savings time and people being sleep deprived, which is so bizarre that an hour can do that, but it does.
It does. It does. Just that 1 hour.
We
I
need to
have
get rid of
never
it.
had a regular sleep schedule, so I have never lost an hour sleep.
So it's always bad.
Yeah, because I don't sleep anyway. But I hope that if they do get rid of it, they keep it where it is now, and we have light longer.
I agree. I like the longer days. And
Well, I mean, the whole point of it was for like
Farming,
farmers.
yeah.
And now they have lights.
Yeah.
So
I grew up on a farm.
Oh, did you?
I did. My dad was a farmer.
What kind? What kind of farm land?
We
Like, what'd you grow?
had corn, beans, wheat, and cattle.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
That is so cool.
Fun fact.
So is your family still in Indiana?
They are. They're
Okay.
still on the home farm.
Okay.
And then I flew the coop.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I can't even imagine what a unique experience it would be to grow up on a farm.
I appreciate it now more that I'm older than I did when I was in high school and living 30 minutes away from all of my friends.
That is true. That would be tough.
Yes, it's wonderful to go back.
Yeah. That's awesome. And I'm sure they'll have to come back and see their grandbaby.
Oh, yes. Yes. My mom will be flying down for the tour.
Oh, good.
If she can fly from Indiana, we can get Winston-Salem community to
She
go
might
to
win
tour.
for coming the farthest. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I have a couple get to know you questions before we wrap things up. If you had someone following you around all the time, what would you have them do?
Oh, gosh. That's tough.
I have like 10 things.
If I had someone following me around all the time, what would I have them do? I honestly think I would have them write down the things that I just say out loud because with a new baby,
Remind me to.
Yes, remind me to do this. And I try to put things in my phone calendar so it'll pop up and give me the reminders. But I mean, today I had a reminder set at 11:15 that said leave for podcast recording.
I feel that.
With a 7-month-old, my mind is everywhere right now.
Well, and I hate when you say something like you tell Siri to do it and then Siri never understands me correctly. And so I'm like, what was I trying to say?
You got to set Siri to understand Southern drawl.
Yeah, well, my mama, her Southern accent is wild, and I just love her. She's the cutest. But I think she really has done that because Siri somehow miraculously does understand her, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? My accent is not as crazy as yours.
Siri always tells me, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Like, that's not even what I asked you to do.
You're worthless. That's funny. I like that. I would have someone follow me around and have healthy, easy snacks readily available all the time.
That's good too.
I get hangry like really easily.
I just go for the pretzels, and my husband's like, "You're gonna turn into a pretzel one day."
That's funny. Okay, so brag to me about the best thing or things that are going on in your life in the past 30 days.
Ooh, in the past 30 days.
Yeah. You have a new baby, so
I have a new baby. Yes, he's trying to crawl.
Oh.
I would say one of the best things that happened is we took him on his first flight on Wednesday, and we did that to surprise my Nana on her 90th birthday.
Oh.
And she does not look a day over 70.
Oh my gosh.
I wrote in her birthday card she didn't look a day over 80, and she told me everybody else said 70s. And she was
offended.
She was so happy and so surprised that we took the trip and we flew up to Indiana to surprise her.
How did he do on the plane?
He was a dream.
Oh.
He's such a sweet little baby. And we have an 18-month-old golden retriever. And we joke that she's our crazy toddler, which is why he's such a dream baby.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's so cool that he gets to grow up with a golden retriever who's they're youngish, you know.
Yep. They're close to the
Golden
same age.
they stay wild until they're like 5 or 6.
She's sweet, but she's crazy. Her name's Daisy, so we call her Crazy Daisy.
That is so sweet. Okay, one more question. What is one of your guilty pleasures?
Ooh.
Other than pretzels.
Guilty pleasure. Chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate.
Lately, it's been dark chocolate.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of the little boost of caffeine that it gives you. Just a little bit. Need a little bit of that extra caffeine. I always have to buy those Dove chocolate squares.
Yes.
And they're in our hallway, and I just walk by and pick one up. I'm just going to have one of these, and then it turns into 2.
Love it. Can't go wrong with chocolate.
I go with dark chocolate just because I'm bitter.
I go with dark chocolate because I feel like it's healthy.
Right. You tell yourself that it's healthy.
Like, it's better than milk chocolate or white chocolate.
Yeah.
And white chocolate's not officially chocolate, but I like white chocolate.
I love white chocolate.
I like white chocolate, like coffee drinks, like white chocolate mochas.
Yes.
That's my jam.
Yes. White chocolate covered pretzels
Ooh,
also. So best of both worlds.
Very good. White chocolate covered strawberries.
Ooh, yes.
Now I got to have some chocolate after I leave here.
Me too. That'll be my dessert for lunch.
There you go. Well, Kristie, thank you so much for coming on to chat with us. And we're so excited for the tour of Fine Spaces. We're going to put the ticket link in our show notes so people can click on that and get their tickets for April 20th. And you said they have to buy them in advance, or they can buy them day of?
They can buy them day of for $50. They are $40 if bought in advance.
Okay. So buy them in advance and save $10.
Yes.
All right. And as always, you can find Forsyth Mags online at forsythmags.com and at Forsyth Mags on social media. And that is a wrap for today. The views and opinions stated on this podcast are solely those of the contributors and not necessarily those of our distributors or hosting companies. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced without expressed written consent of Forsyth Magazines Incorporated. Ooh, that's a mouthful.